It's one of those things, Stu. You got to give us the right background. Look at that, man! Bam! Look at I just totally transformed our show. Um, yeah, I was in Florida, Stu, your old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
It was nice and warm. Came back here, it was nice and cold.
Yeah, I'm cold right now. That's why I'm wearing my jacket.
And yeah, warm's better than cold. I don't care who you are. So yeah,
I would agree, sir.
it was good. We were at the International Maxwell Certification event.
Mm.
I think that was our fifth or sixth one, and it was fun.
I
We it
saw
was
I saw pictures of your setup. It looked very professionally done. Like you were like a marquee like piece of the show.
yeah. Well, if you gotta if in doubt, just make your own make your own thing. But it's funny because I'm gonna show you a video, but we uh we always go bigger every year, So the first year I don't know what we were doing the first time we were there. It was kind of pathetic. And then we get better and better and better each time. We got we take these with us. And so this time I'm like, okay, first year we had a 40-inch screen to demo stuff in, then we got a 60-inch screen. And I'm like, I want a 100-inch screen.
Dang.
So we got the 100-inch screen. I got one of the new projectors that's got lasers in it instead of a lamp. Not that I would ever set that up and watch movies over here at the world headquarters with the boys or anything. Would never use business equipment for that.
Oh no.
No, never. Because for that, I have the 120-inch screen. So,
Damn.
okay. So we haul all this stuff down, man. We got like 5 suitcases worth of crap. I mean, excuse me, 5 suitcases of amazing things to do this. And as an afterthought, Terry had bought this thing, which I will show you, which was there's the only thing anybody could talk about. That's a little $25 item.
Huh.
And all anybody could talk about when they were coming by our booth was this. So I'm going to push play and I'll hold this up. So that's the so all that stuff we did, all that setup, all the lighting, and then the other thing was the tripod with the big piece of paper on it and the cheap battery powered Christmas lights. That's the stuff that got all the attention in the hallway was the little purple dude doing his thing, and we looked like we were
That's
selling
genius.
used Tonka trucks or something.
That's genius.
So in the spirit of that, because we learned from stuff, we will get to something cool here in a second. We have a world premiere today, Stu, of an amazing new Genie. This one is going to blow your freaking mind. When I showed this in the hallway, everybody's like, I'm signing up. I'm signing up right now. I need this. I want this right now. We'll show that in just a second. So now I want you to imagine the little guy only with our little Genie guy on it. So we're having them made and we're going to have them there that we can get them reasonably priced enough that we may be able to put them in the swag shop. So you could have a little dude
Desktop.
that looks like a Genie on your desktop doing this when you're doing your stuff.
That's
So
really cool. I noticed you had a genie. It's not a hat. What is it?
this,
Yes.
yeah, in fact, I might wear this for the demo. So Becky Spieth, one of our Genie coaches, got these for all of us.
Oh,
So it was funny. Mine was the only one that was gold. Everybody else's was white. So Dexter put his on and looked like Nick Cannon. And so when we went to Starbucks and I got him a drink, he wasn't with me. So now tell me Dexter doesn't look like Nick Cannon. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I can
So
see it. I can
so
see it.
so anyway, I had when you write your name on the thing at Starbucks, I had him write Nick Cannon on his drink. And the lady was like, is Nick Cannon really here? I said, well, no, but it'll make my buddy mad. So that was fun. So we had a good time. It was long, man. It was like 14-hour days. I mean, it was long.
Yeah, you definitely need a little few days off after
Yeah.
those events.
So, but it was cool, and we brought in a whole bunch of new members. In fact, we're doing a special onboarding for them on Friday.
Nice.
So yeah. So anyway, Stu, I'm not gonna wear this for this, but I'll wear it later, just for you.
It
But
is it is beautiful.
thank you. So
Beautiful.
anyway, this is the world premiere of the authority site Genie. I'm gonna do a little setup, and then I'll do like we usually do. I'll take over the screen. I'll teach a little lesson. I'll demo the thing. Then I'll bring Stu in. He can ask questions, and then I have a special surprise for Stu. Um, Absolutely. Yeah, it's
Cool.
it's it's actually really cool, and I did it by myself. It took me about 10 minutes, and then you're going to tell me whether it's any good or not. I think you can guess now what it is. Okay, so here we go. Got to do the right setup for this, man. All right, all right, all right, all right. Get my thing. I should have been more ready. I sacrificed 2 minutes of preparation for 2 minutes of coffee preparation. Sorry about that. All right. So, the authority site Genie. Have you ever struggled to put together all the sites for your all the pages for your regular site? We're always talking about book funnels and lead funnels and sales letter funnels and webinar funnels and all that other stuff. But what about your site? Just what about things like your home page or an about me page or products and services page or even your contact us page or maybe even your mission statement and your vision statement page. Now, in some circles, this is called a funnel hub. Other people call it a website. Other people call it your online brochure. But wow. Hang on, everybody. Hi, dear. Hey, I'm in the middle of my podcast. Are you doing well? Say hi. Say hi to the folks.
Hello.
Okay. And Stu's like, hello. All right, dear. Well, I'll have to call you back. No worries. Love you. Bye. All right. That's a useful pursuit. Off to the grocery store. All righty. So, anyway, honey, hit me on the contact us page. So, okay. Anyway, this is interestingly enough, I'm going to tell a quick story about why this became so important. So, I had Lord, had a company contact me about what we're doing, meeting, and this is a big company, big. And they're like, hey, where can we go find out more about you? Where's your bio? Where can we find out about your site? Find out about all your stuff? And it's like, well, well, the site I've been working on really for a long time is copyandcontent.ai. And then, my best bio is actually over on Amazon because, even though I spent $4,000 to buy jimedwards.com from some dude in China, still haven't quite set it up yet. That's my fault because the girls are like, get us the stuff and we'll put it up. And, think it back to when I used to make websites for people and everything. You ask them, hey, we'll get everything set up. You just got to get me your stuff. Well, but getting you the stuff, it's like, what do I say? I'm kind of busy. This is a real struggle to come up with this stuff. I know it doesn't feel like it, but in the comments, those of you who are here with me live, have you ever struggled to put this stuff together? And then yet alone update it, make it amazing, keep it amazing. And so I said, there's got to be a better way to do this. So I put my little head down to the grindstone and created the authority site Genie. Now, this was this was kind of the challenge that was issued to me. Can you create all this stuff without asking people 50 different questions? And so the challenge was, could we make all this stuff and only have to answer 8 questions? And that's what we came up with. So this is what I want to show you is the authority site Genie which is going to create all the stuff that you need to set up your authority site, your authority hub, your funnel hub, whatever it is, all the basic stuff that needs to go on there. That's what we're going to look at right now. So I'll go full screen on this puppy. And this is the authority site Genie. And so what it's going to ask you is some basic stuff. What's your name? What do you do? Your target audience, background and history. What do you sell? Business philosophy, connect and contact, products and pricing. And then you choose your writing variables for how this stuff's going to get done. So when I was sitting in the lobby of the Maxwell conference, I wanted to see how this would work for real people, because if you notice, it doesn't really put any limits. I wanted to see if you put a bunch of stuff in here, would it work? If you only put a little bit of stuff in here, would it work? So I sat down and started talking with people, and we started filling it out, and I got their permission to use these as examples. So here's the first one. This was a retired lieutenant colonel who does security services for the federal government. And so that's his name, company name, asking about what does your company do. He was very bullet oriented. He was not, he didn't fill in a lot of stuff, which is great. I wanted to see how this would go. So this is what they do. Business philosophy, one sentence. Connecting contacts, like, hey, email us or call. Products and pricing. Wouldn't give me any products or pricing. You got to call us for a quote. And then these were the writing variables: persuasive, neutral, active, beginner, and third person. So now when you click build, it's going to connect to the server. And I'm going to start at the bottom. But what it's going to, just so you don't have, doesn't keep pushing us down, but it's going to create your products and services and pricing page, your connect with, contact us page, your vision statement, your mission statement, your about us page, and your home page. And then the cool thing that it'll do also is once it generates that content, it will also generate headlines for each of the pages. But look at this. So this is, you know, welcome to FIBA Inc., your leading provider of physical protective services for the federal government, expert services, departments of Homeland Security, Defense, and Veterans Affairs. And it tells what he does. And it takes all that stuff, combines it with the Genie magic, and creates an amazing homepage with headlines to choose from. Now, the About Us page tells what they are, who they are, where they're headquartered, all that good stuff. Mission statement, vision statement. Now, one thing I will tell you, based on the stuff that they put in or don't put in, the mission statement and the vision statement can sound kind of similar, so you may end up just choosing one or the other. Sometimes, though, they're quite different. Contact us. So again, all he said with contact us was, here's our phone number and here's an email. So it puts together the nice little friendly verbiage. If you don't like it, you can hit the Genie wish again, and it'll redo it. And then the products and services. Now remember, guy said, gave us a list of the stuff they do, and we're not going to tell you how much it costs, but it puts together really nice verbiage for the products and services and pricing. So as always, you can download this as a Word document, and then it's got all of the goodies. So literally now we're just going to you could just do a quick edit pass and then copy and paste this stuff right over into whatever it is you're using to build your authority site. So let's look at another one, and only because I want you to see the difference in the way this thing can be filled out. So if we do, this was a company that does ADHD services. And so what do? You can see these are, this is short. Who's the target audience? But in background and history now, they've got 3 people involved with the company. So it's kind of like their board and the owners. And then the what do you sell? And he's given me paragraphs. Okay. Then business philosophy, again, paragraphs. And then connect products. Now these are real bare bones. Book a call, get a free consult. And then these use inspirational, good housekeeping, active, beginner, and third person. So now you can see that. So it's basically whatever you can put in there is what it will take, and then it will do its magic with your Genie wish and spit you out some goodies for your website. I had somebody come up to me in the hallway and say, I paid $10,000 to have somebody set up my website and write the copy that is not as good as what this thing churned out in a couple minutes. And I will note that when we did the demos for both of these guys that we're using as examples, they immediately both signed up because I wouldn't just give it to them. They were like, that was worth it to sign up. So I was excited about that. So this is what their homepage looks like. And then the About Us, it elaborates on everything, mission statement, vision statement, contact us. All right. And then products and services. So again, thinking about how long would it take you to come up with this stuff, this will save you a ton of time. And again, you can download it as a docx so that you can just copy and paste it. So that is the authority site Genie. And let's bring in Stu real quick. And Stu, what's your immediate reaction to what you just saw?
That's incredible. In fact, I am probably going to just redo some things on all of those pages with this in mind. But if you would, something that's really hard to do for most entrepreneurs
Hmm.
is create a mission statement that
Hmm.
actually makes sense to
Hmm.
its readers.
Hmm.
What did yours say? The one you just did.
Well, Stu, I got a little surprise for you. Because this morning I said to myself, Stu's going to see this and he's going to get kind of excited.
Oh no. I know what you
So
did.
I went over there and I grabbed all your stuff and the stuff that I know about you. So Stu Smith, U.S. Navy SEAL, CSCC. And when I did this, I didn't tell it what CSCC meant. I never mentioned that.
Well, it's CSCS, but yeah.
Well, that's why whatever, dude. All right. Let's mess up my reveal. It's the kind of thing you tell me afterwards, man. Come on. All right. So, what do you do? Train special operations candidates, qualified past military selection, including SEAL, Green Beret, Ranger, PJ, and more. Train law enforcement, FBI, and first responder candidates as well. Target audience, anyone looking to serve their country in military, law enforcement, or first responder capacity. Everyone looking to improve tactical fitness levels, regain and retain high levels of mobility. Background history. So it's CSC. So what is it?
Yeah,
Certified strength.
CSCS, Strength and Conditioning Specialist,
Oh,
Certified Strength and Conditioning.
specialist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim, you're
Okay.
my new best friend.
I hear you. Um, Current Spec Ops coach at U.S. Naval Academy. Founder Heroes of Tomorrow. We're focused on fitness. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you sell? Fitness training books for every conceivable military law enforcement selection program. PT Club. One-on-one customized mindset, mental toughness training. Business philosophy. I actually copied this off of StuSmithFitness.com.
Okay.
I modified it a little bit, and then the contact stuff. I notice I'm not telling it anything. I'm doing what people would do would be just paste in all your links.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to see what happens with that. Product and pricing. This I just again copied and pasted some stuff. Didn't really tell it anything other than this is what it
Okay.
is.
Cool.
Then writing variables, I chose inspirational, entrepreneur magazine, active, beginner, and third person. And so now we're going to write. And when I did this earlier, it was amazing. So
Mm.
I saved it
Oh,
because
thank
it was pretty cool, but I'm sure it'll be cool again. But we'll look at what it does of the vision statement and the mission statement. But
you.
I mean, are you guys that are seeing this, all of you that are seeing this, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of comments. Is this getting you excited? Do you want to use this Genie? Are you wanting to get your hands on this? But Welcome to Stu'sFitness.com, your path to elite performance. Train for success with Stu Smith, U.S. Navy SEALs, CSCS. We're your premier source for training special operations candidates, law enforcement, FBI, and first responder candidates, as well as anyone looking to improve their tactical fitness levels. With over 20 years in the fitness business, we're here to help you prepare for service, lose weight, or get ready for races and events. Our products and services: fitness training books, PT group coaching, one-on-one, mental mindset and mental toughness. Why choose Stu? Blah blah blah. Business philosophy. Fitness, blah blah blah. Contact Stu. So this is pretty good for the front page. I mean, you tell me, Stu. It's your website. You know.
No, it's better than what I have. That is for sure. This is
So
this is incredible.
welcome to the world of Stu Smith. Over 20 years, past military, target audience. Stu Smith. Focus on fitness, 1990, been helping. Business philosophy centered around our goal per young men and women. Join us in the journey. Mission statement. So our mission is to empower and prepare individuals for the challenges of military, law enforcement, and first responder roles through comprehensive fitness training. We strive to equip our clients with the physical and mental strength needed to excel in their professions, ultimately contributing to the safety and security of our nation. With a steadfast commitment to excellence and a proven track record of success, we're dedicated to helping individuals reach their full potential and become the heroes of tomorrow. You like how it took the heroes of tomorrow thing and then wrote that? Dude, that's pretty sharp there. I don't
Dude,
care who you are.
that's really good, man.
Yeah, I should probably regenerate that. You don't like that one, right?
No,
I'll
no,
just
no, no,
regenerate. We
that's
won't
really good,
see this
really
one
good,
again.
really good. Let's save it. Save it and send it.
So then the vision statement, um, the vision, the mission is basically how you do it.
Yeah.
The vision is kind of painting the picture for everybody. So, but it's they're kind of interchangeable. I got to work on them a little bit. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's good. I mean, I'm just working. It's one
No,
area. Well, I admit there might be a little bit of a wart on it, but it's still cool.
no, I love this.
Look at this. We strive to impact the lives of our clients in a positive way, cultivating a community of dedicated and resilient individuals who are ready to answer the call of duty with unwavering courage and determination. I like that.
Really
Um,
good.
Connect with, contact us. That looks kind of goofy. Let's redo that one. Here we go. Connect with Stu Smith. Get in touch with Stu. Dedicated, experienced Navy SEAL. Blah blah blah. Visit his website. Follow us. Look at that. Ba 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 ba. Join the
Nice.
community, dude. And it made all that out of all this other stuff. But up here, all I did was just drop in links.
Wow.
So it made all that cool little verbiage out of that. Uh, and then the products and services. Again, this is just kind of a general thing. Our fitness training books and ebooks are priced reasonably between 10 and 40 bucks, accessible to everyone. We offer premium online coaching programs. It's currently on sale for $3. Those looking for a more personalized experience, we have our new platinum coaching price at $34.99. And for individuals looking for a more affordable option, we have our 2-part tactical fitness course for $97. Okay, kind of goofied that up a little bit. You can fix
No,
that.
no, no. That's easy.
Um,
Easy fix.
Yeah, I mean, so this is pretty good stuff, I
Oh,
think. Uh,
incredible, Jim. Thank you for doing that. I was not prepared for that.
I figured I'd
I
anyway.
now have something to do today that I will be doing.
Well, but I mean, I'll send you both the things that I did, but I thought it turned
No,
out pretty cool.
it's incredible.
Um, so yeah, so I would also I'll send you the project file too, so you don't have to retype everything. But
Yeah.
everybody, whether you're seeing us do this live or you're watching on the page later, if you want to, once you do your project, and if it gets you really excited, if you want to do a share project with me, and if you're okay with me sharing this as an example up here, like the one I did with Stu, where I got his qualifications wrong, but I would be, it'd be cool. It might even get you a little extra exposure too. I mean, people can see your thing. So I'd love it if you wanted to share that with us, and we could have you be one of the example projects as well. But that is the authority site Genie. And I think it's gonna, for what it does, I think it's great, and it will
Oh,
help you to really put together those things that are hard to put together, but you really need to use them, because everybody's always talking about funnels and funnel pages and all that other stuff. but sometimes you just need a website. You just need a website.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Um,
that's the hardest part of the website.
yeah. And real quick, I'll show you how do you do a share project. That's a great question. What you do is like this one that I did with Stu. With Stu's project, you basically just load the project. You have it the load screen. Then you click where it says shared here. That makes it shareable. Then I can copy this link. I can send that to Stu. Stu can click that link. It'll load this project, all these variables into his it'll into his account. It'll open up the correct Genie. It'll load all the variables, and then
Mm,
he can do a save as, and he can save it as the amazing project that Jim did for me because he's awesome.
he
And then
is.
every time he sees that, he will, then he'll be able to change it.
Mm,
But the cool thing is that this won't change. So, like when I share projects with people, any other Navy SEALs that do what you do, which there are none in the whole world, but if he makes changes to it, it won't change my underlying project. So anyway, it's pretty cool. That's how you do
man,
a share project.
incredible.
Yeah. So use it in good health, my friends.
Man, that's awesome.
Okay. So that's where we'll do the cut point when we to do the demo thing that'll go at the top of the page and stuff. So what else is new, Stu? That's pretty exciting, right? Little world premiere action.
Yeah. I tell you what, Jim, I think you came out just in time with the Genie thing.
Hmm.
Just because I am seeing genies all over the place now.
What do you mean?
Norton has a genie, like Norton, the software security. Grammarly now has a genie. Have you seen some of the genie stuff they're doing with Grammarly?
Uh-uh.
Whew. It'll rewrite a nice little paragraph for you.
Oh, that's cool. I'll
Yeah.
have to check that out. I'm still paying
But
for it.
yeah, so it's almost like it's almost like you're putting it into the rewrite genie
Okay.
a little bit. So, if you're working on something in a Word document, it comes in handy. Something I've been doing, I've been using that rewrite genie for, I have probably about 5 or 6 seasonal articles that I repost often. And instead of reposting them, I'm just rewriting them using the genie. And it's better than it was. It's really good. So,
That's smart. I need to rewrite. Yeah, I got a couple articles like that that I could throw through the rewrite genie.
yeah, your evergreen stuff, throw it out there and rewrite it. Just see how it looks. So it looks like a new article, just same topic.
Absolutely. Somebody just asked in there when the authority site genie is going to be live on the site. It'll be in the next day or so, right, Susan? Can I bring you on stage, Susan? Oh, you must have clicked it at the same time. You clicked when you were coming on. Um, Next day or so, we'll get it listed ish.
It's live now.
What? It's live now. Is it in the navigation?
Should be. I mean, double check me.
Let's go look. Let's
Incredible.
all go look
Incredible.
together. Everybody needs to just start pouring admiration on Susan right now. It's a super genie, right?
Yes.
Look at that. It's under super genie's authority site genie. Holy crap. Hey, look. It's
Should be
got
in
the
the
little
dashboard.
it's got the little it's got the little genie thing next to it to show that's where you are. That's kind of cool. That's awesome. It should be on the dashboard.
Should be. And then I put
On
in a promotional, but I wasn't sure if that's where it should go. But most people probably just search
uh
for it anyway.
Oh, hey, it's on mine, Jim.
Go back up. You just missed it.
yeah, and I'm because I'm a dork. I'm like looking for site genie instead of authority site genie.
Yeah, it's right under the 60-second
Yeah,
videos.
authority site genie. Nice. Okay. And we can always go in and do a search for authority site, and there's authority site genie. And I need to go add the picture to that. Nice work, Susan. Thank you for that.
So
On there,
exciting.
I'll add the picture.
That's okay. I appreciate you, man. That's awesome. I mean, that's
It's a it's a great idea, Jim. I won't lie. That is a great idea.
it's cool, right? And it's like
Yeah.
something you're like, oh yeah,
That's
I
one of
should
those
have
ideas.
thought.
That's one of those ideas like, damn, I should have done this 5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. What?
When you say that, you know it's good.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, thank you, Susan. Appreciate you. And that Susan's the reason why we have nice things and they work.
That's awesome.
Which is awesome. Yeah, dude. So, um, Maxwell, that was interesting. International Maxwell Conference. Usually you ask me questions about that when I go to something.
Yeah,
You
you
want
know
to,
what? I'm more excited about telling you something else
oh, well, tell me all about it. I'll be
than here
quiet now. Tell me
than
what's,
hearing about your time at. I'm just teasing.
what,
Um,
no, what's up?
no, I had a. This story is brought to you by the saying,
Hmm.
two is one and one is none.
Okay.
All right. So we had a heater go out the other day, had a power surge in the house.
Uh-oh.
Heater goes out. So I'm sitting here making fires in the fireplaces on this side of the house just to get it back up to, you know, high 60s in the house. It's pretty cold. And while I was doing that, I come over to my computer, turn it on, start getting to work, and my computer is fried.
Oh,
So
man.
what I thought was a surge protector was just a power strip. And
Oh,
make sure
yeah.
you know the difference
Yeah.
because they look alike.
Yeah.
One's a lot cheaper than the other. If you
Yeah.
buy one for $6, it's not a surge protector.
No.
Go for the $25 one,
Well,
right?
actually, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the full story, or is
Well,
that the story?
nope. It goes on more.
Oh, okay. Good.
So remember, two is one, one is none.
Two is one is none. That's right.
Right. So I go upstairs
Uh-huh.
because my son is away for college, but he left his desktop here
Okay.
because he does a laptop, or he built a new desktop at school. Like he's one of these kids that builds computers. Like it's really cool. So I go up there and I make a duplicate computer of mine down
Mhm.
here,
Mhm.
and it is up there. It is up there in his room and is my backup. So I had a seamless transition into doing my thing, got my article done, got my live done, did all these things. And then I was able to relax, go out, pick a new computer, grab the hard drive off the old computer, put it onto the new one. Everything's happy. It took me about 8 hours of fiddling with the new computer to get it where I wanted it
Sure.
and not be lost, looking for things that were secondhand nature. But yeah, that was my story. That happened Sunday, Monday.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, it all worked out though. Got a faster running computer for it. Everything's good to go.
Nice.
And the
Well, what
heater works.
that's even more important.
Yes. So
So
two is one, one
two
is
is
none.
one is none.
Have some backup.
And when it comes to surge protector backup, the only thing that really works is a battery backup surge protector.
Yeah.
So that you have, and make sure your computer and all the stuff's plugged into the part that's got the battery part on it. And if you have one of these, make sure you have an extra one in the box waiting for when this one gets fried to be able to pull it out and plug it in. But this is the cheapest insurance for any of your stuff. Learn
Yeah.
that the hard way living out in the country. So
Yeah.
nice work, Stu.
Yeah.
Um, so that's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, it's almost like suburban survival.
High tech, high tech,
Suburban survival skills.
high tech work from home
Yeah.
suburban survival skills.
Yeah. It was cutting wood, building fires, dealing with some IT issues.
Now, while you were writing that article on the backup computer, were you eating an MRE or a squirrel that you had trapped out back that Parker had, gotten for you?
It wasn't that bad. That was just leftovers from the night before. Refrigerator still worked, so that's good.
That's good. So that
Now,
reminds me. Well, I was just going to say that reminds me of when the power went out when we lived in the trailer park. and people said, why do you have so many Chihuahuas? Well, they're like portable body warmers. So when you're
Mm,
sitting in there and the power's gone out, but or the heater goes out or whatever, you pile these Chihuahuas into various pockets and stuff so that they keep you warm. That's where that 3 dog night came from. I had 4 dogs to keep me warm. So
they are cute. All right, so your weekend while you were in Florida, how how did how did everything go? Did you see anything new? Any new epiphanies?
well, a it wasn't a weekend. I mean, it was a week.
Oh, that's
We
right.
were there. I mean, we were there from Tuesday to Sunday.
Whew.
And I mean, it was 14-hour days. So two of the biggest things, and sometimes when you're in the it's kind of like, when you get a truck or you're thinking about getting a truck, suddenly you see that truck everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Like, back in the day when I wanted a green CRV, I saw green CRVs everywhere. I bet now you see,
oh
Dodge Ram trucks
everywhere,
everywhere now.
everywhere.
Um, but a couple things. One, I really been over the last 3, 4 months getting, we rediscover things. So I've been really getting back in touch with the idea that if I want to affect the external world, I got to work on the internal world first. So I mean, just doing meditating every day, a lot of visualization, just thinking about things, behavior, all, reactions, all this stuff, really getting deep with it, because I realize if anything's going to change, it's got to change in here before it'll change up here, before it'll change out here. We'll just leave it at that. I mean, yes, it's everything from visualization to self-talk to prayer to just the whole 9 yards. As much as an hour a day sitting
Nice.
there thinking, especially when it's cold. This is justifiable avoidance behavior to going outside and running in the dark. Still running, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, it's funny when we're at home and we're doing our thing, it's kind of easy to get, I don't know, you're just by yourself. It's different when you get out with a few thousand people or you start listening. Are you locked up or are you just listening?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I was trying to see if your eyes were blinking. I'm like, dang, did he lock up? Um, don't do that now. It's not funny. So anyway, while I'm at Maxwell, I keep getting hit with the same message from multiple different people. So like John Maxwell was talking about, you got to work, you working on the inner game type stuff. They had a faculty dinner and the president of the company talks about it. Then the head of all the personnel's talking about it. And then I didn't get to see a whole lot of the speeches, but got in there and listened to Deion Sanders talk. And they interviewed him, but it wasn't one of those, hey, we're going to coax this out of you interview stuff. They had an interview to keep the dude
On
from
point.
going for 4 hours, which would have been amazing if he had.
Yeah.
But his big thing was, talking about every day, 4 o'clock, 4:45 in the morning. He's in his office. You don't mess with him. He's in there. He's thinking. He's planning. He's praying. He's doing his thing. And I'm like, hey, I'm up at 4 doing that. And so it was all of that reinforcement of, hey, it's the universe sending me the message that I'm doing the right thing, of
Hmm.
of really focusing on that, because it's, you can summarize it the best with and I've got a coach that's helping me with it as well. So I mean, it's I got a dude who's helping me. We all need a coach, by the way. If you don't think you need a coach, you're and you're not the top of your game, you're fooling yourself. Michael Jordan had a coach. So that was the thing. That was the big thing of just having that message reinforced. Then the other big thing was going and watching Deion Sanders talk. And there's a few things that I want to say about that. Now, you can have an opinion, and a lot of people have an opinion about Deion Sanders. Interestingly enough, we've talked about this in the past, dude. Love me, hate me, there's no money in the middle. The guy forces you to make a decision about him. He doesn't care. And he's like, I don't worry about my critics, what my critics say, because my critics have critics. And if your critics have critics, you don't have to listen to them. But the big thing that he got across, or what came across to me, was the level of preparation and passion that the guy has to what he's doing. I've seen athletes in the past where they do their thing, but it's kind of like, they're just kind of doing it because they're an athlete, and they're just kind of going through the motions, and they're getting the attention because of what they did on the athletic field, but they're putting in the minimum. This dude was on point prepared. He was on point. He was prepared. He was practiced. He was passionate. He was moving that place. In a half an hour, he did more than most people would do in a half-day seminar, as far as just getting the points across, sharing the knowledge, whipping the people up, and actually giving some stuff that you could to walk away with some ideas that you could use. And it's interesting when somebody talks, and you know this, Stu, when somebody talks, the only thing you're only going to remember a few things. You're going to remember how they made you feel. You're going to remember a story, or the gist of a story, or the theme of a story, and then you might remember one big idea that they got across. And he was able to whip everybody up to the point where, I remember a bunch of stuff that he says. And then it dawned on me, and Dexter and I talked about it too. Do you remember when we wrote this book?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And what was the big idea behind the book?
We're all media companies.
Right. We're all media companies that are selling whatever product or service we sell.
Yeah.
And we both realized, like, at the same time, oh my God, Deion Sanders is a marketer. And he's been a marketer since he was in college.
Oh, yeah.
But again, knowing it, recognizing it, when he was Neon Deion, when he was I think it went to Florida State.
Florida State. I remember watching him as a sophomore.
He was also a star track. He was a star track athlete.
Baseball too.
Baseball. He played in the NFL, was Neon Deion, prime time. He played for Atlanta. Remember, he basically went on a world tour to pick his next team when he went to, I think it went to San Francisco next after Atlanta.
Yeah.
But the dude has been a marketer and is still a marketer who just happens to have been a baseball, football player, track, and now coach. He's a marketer. The dude is just a freaking marketer who happens to be marketing those services. Now, it doesn't hurt that he was a shutdown corner and was a great baseball player and all the other stuff. He was really great at what he did.
Oh, yeah. He hit a home run in the All-Star game and had a pick six in the same week.
I did not know that.
He did.
Wow. Okay. Who's the only football player ever to play in the All-Star game and be in the Pro Bowl and never play in a Super Bowl?
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. Good job.
Yeah.
That's like old man trivia.
There you go.
But my point in all of that is that we also talk a lot about evolution, constantly evolving, constantly not living in the past. That dude has been constantly evolving. Oh, yeah. And he's not living in the past. He didn't talk about the Cowboys. He didn't talk about the 49ers. He didn't talk about, what he did talk about though? He was talking about his book. He was selling the crap out of his book, and he got his book with what he being there and with everything they're doing, got his book to being a #1 bestseller on Amazon in like a minute and a half.
Sweet.
The one theme that he did go back on throughout his whole life was talking about his mama.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
It's very powerful when he talks about
Yes,
his mom. Yeah.
but it's genuine.
Oh yeah.
You know,
100%.
people act like the dude's a clown or he's a, dude, he is an impeccable marketer who was a world-class athlete who loves his mom and he handles his business. Is he perfect? No. Is he obnoxious to a degree? Sure. But if you wanted a role model or a leader to follow to see about somebody who's making it happen in this world, you could do a lot worse than to pay attention to what Dion's doing. So that was surprising to me in a lot of ways, and I'm really glad that I was able to experience that there. Um so and I would say the other big thing is that one of the things that was when we were down there that also we get reminded of stuff. You forget, so you learn something and then you forget it, you have to relearn it, reminded of it. The other big thing was just reconnecting with existing customers. It's not it was as much about seeing people that we're already doing business with and connecting with them and listening to them and helping them and stuff as it was trying to sell. So that was cool.
Yeah. No, that's quite impressive, and he seems that's a logical fit for that um, seminar week for sure. He lives it.
Yeah,
He's both sides of that. The religious side, spiritual side, as well as the marketing and business side. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
So that's, I mean, those were the biggies. There were a lot of oh, let's give some people some kudos. We had a bunch of people come up and give us copies of their
Yeah, I saw
books
that.
that they had made bestsellers, and I've obviously reorganized my office, and now I'm trying to find them, and I'll have to grab them because I'm not seeing. Oh, here they are. Yeah, great organization on my part. So share a few people that went through the writeyourbooK.ai program and got it done. Um, Rania got hers done. So from people pleasing to purposeful.
Mm.
Um, Crystal got hers done, unexpected beginnings. So this is how to deal with unexpected teen pregnancy stuff.
Ah.
For parents, Leonie got hers done. She was super excited. She did something really, really neat that we had never done before. We got a video of her signing her book for me,
I
which was
saw that.
really cool, which was really, really neat. She was excited. But while we were there, she was running around just talking to people about her book and was able to make her book a #1 new release while we were at the conference. Was kind of cool.
Awesome.
Lorna got her book done and she's like, yeah, mine took 2 months. Yeah, because she made hers
Wow.
thicker than the Bible. So she got hers nailed.
That's awesome.
So, and there were a bunch of other people that we talked to that got them done, but everybody was really, really gracious, and super excited. So it's when you're going through life and you're doing stuff, sometimes it's easy to discount what you're doing and if you're actually making a difference in anybody's lives. And so it's neat when people come up and show you and tell you and give you a hug, and
Oh
that
yeah.
makes it really worthwhile.
Oh yeah.
So,
You're on the right path when you get that kind of feedback for sure.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So yeah. So what
Sounds like
else?
a successful week, Jim.
Yes, and still, Stu, there's no line at the pull-up bar. So, which
Yeah.
which is to say, go do some hard stuff.
Yeah.
Because interestingly enough, you go do the hard stuff, builds confidence, helps you stand out. People are watching. People notice. Do the right thing.
Yeah, I'm working on some um courses, Jim. Been selling
Uh-huh.
some courses actually. Yep. And
Talk
um
about that for a second, what you've been doing, because we got course stuff coming next week.
yes, I created a new course, and between I think this month, yeah, March 1st, I think I started selling it,
Hmm.
and have sold over a dozen of them at this point, and that's only what, the 13th.
Yeah.
So moving right along, adding another $100 a day to the uh,
Coffers.
to the coffers, which isn't nothing. Um, no, it's and I haven't done any advertising for it yet. It's just it's up there on my pages. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we're gonna work
basically
on that.
it's a two-part course, 80 minutes long. Um, and it's basically what I teach. A focused course on getting to and through various goals and training programs. And now the next one I'm doing is on mental toughness and building that. And I wanted to say mental toughness is not just all about doing hard things.
Hmm.
It's about not doing easy things. Right? Don't pick the easiest way all the
Okay.
time.
Okay. Okay.
you know,
Well, I
there,
think,
some things deserve to be, grinded out.
would you have any interest in when next week we are actually doing a 5-day challenge for everybody. I was talking to the team this morning. It's more like going to be 5 quickie sprints in a row because it's all still going to be done real time for the majority of it. Do you have any interest in being like a guest on the day when I talk about productizing and stuff?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Now, I'll get you the details and stuff, but I think it'd be fun just to have you, or next week we could, okay, let's do this. Instead of worrying about that, next week when we do the Jim and Stu show, let's do like a case study of your course.
Okay.
We can talk about how you put it together, how you taught it, how you did all that stuff, and then where and how you're selling it. And I think that's a better way to do it. Then we won't feel rushed.
Okay.
But so next week we are doing a really cool challenge where we are going to be helping you to be able to put together an entire course. And this isn't just talking about it. This isn't just, how a lot of people do, but it's going to be a 5-day challenge where we're going to walk through step by step how to plan, how to prepare, how to present, how to productize, and how to promote. And I'm actually going to be teaching a class to teach you how to teach the class. So as I'm teaching, I love when we do like 2, 3 levels deep.
Oh, I
So
love
I'm
that.
actually going to be teaching you, you're going to watch me put together and teach a class on how to on the philosophy and the mechanics and the psychology behind automatic email follow-up sequences, specifically after people buy from you.
Mm,
And then we're also going to, as a process of that, release the 9 email follow-up sequence Genie that I created while I was in Aruba. So this creates a 9 email follow-up sequence for when people buy from you. You could do it for free stuff too.
mm.
So it's going to be amazing. So you're going to get a education on like 2 or 3 different levels plus a new Genie. Those of you that are already members of copyandcontent.ai, it's included. Just show up, be ready to create a course that'll help you make money while you sleep. If you're not already a member, you really should be, because ultimately we're going to sell this challenge for as much as 997 bucks, which by the way is still just the cost for an entire year of copyandcontent.ai.
Damn.
So yeah, it's too
Smart.
cheap now. I had people at Maxwell were like, is that, I mean, that's kind of cheap. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be all week. But it's going to be a real time challenge. So it's not going to be one of those things, hey, sit there, watch for a couple hours, and then you're going to have to then carve out the time to get it done. I'm going to have as much real time in there as possible. So if you've done any of our real time sprints in the past, it's basically what's going to be. So we're going to get it done. So that's what this year is all about.
Love it.
So it's going to be amazing. Head on over to copyandcontent.ai. Sign up if you're not already signed up. If you are a member, you'll get plenty of emails and goodies about it. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So nice work today, Stu. Well
Thank
done.
you, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
And
you too.
Thank you, Susan, for getting that new Genie up there for everybody to have access to lickety split. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.